Have you ever wondered what happens when a former president faces a criminal trial? Well, my friends, buckle up because we're about to dive into the whirlwind that is the trial of the former U.S. President Donald J. Trump. It's April 15th, 2024, and the courtroom is buzzing with anticipation. At the helm of this legal roller coaster ride, we have Judge Juan M. Merchan. Despite calls for his recusal, the judge stands firm, ready to steer this case through the stormy seas of the courtroom. Speaking of storms, let's not forget the key player in this saga, Stormy Daniels, the adult film star whose name has become synonymous with this case. Now, it's not every day you see a former president in the defendant's chair. The charge? Falsifying business records to cover up a sex scandal. Yes, you heard that right. The man who once held the highest office in the land stands accused of a cover-up that would make any soap opera writer proud. But wait, there's more. Enter Michael D. Cohen, Trump's former fixer, turned key prosecution witness. If this trial were a chess game, Cohen would be the queen piece, his testimony potentially decisive in determining the outcome of this trial. As we stand on the precipice of this monumental trial, the stakes couldn't be higher. If convicted, Trump could face up to 4 years in prison, a potential sentence that looms like a dark cloud over the former president's head. And so the stage is set, the players are in place, and the world watches with bated breath. As the gavel falls, one can't help but wonder, will justice be served or will power prevail? What could possibly lead a former president to the courtroom? Let's delve into the charges. Indeed, it's not every day you see a former president facing a criminal trial. Yet, here we find ourselves with Donald J. Trump in the hot seat in Manhattan. So what's the story? The accusations against Trump are quite serious. He's charged with allegedly falsifying business records. And why, you may ask? To cover up a sex scandal involving a porn star, Stormy Daniels, before his presidency. Quite the plot twist for the former reality TV star, isn't it? But the charges don't stop there. Trump is also accused of violating a gag order, a serious offense in itself. In a display of defiance, or perhaps just old habits dying hard, he is alleged to have attacked witnesses on social media. In the digital age, even a tweet can land you in hot water. Now, let's talk about the prosecution's case. It revolves around that payment to Stormy Daniels. Prosecutors claim this wasn't just an isolated incident, but part of a pattern of concealing damaging stories during the 2016 election campaign. If the prosecution can prove this, Trump could be in for a world of trouble. If convicted, Trump could face up to 4 years in prison. That's a far cry from the lavish, gold-plated surroundings he's used to. But as we all know, a charge is not a conviction. Trump will have his day in court, and he will have the opportunity to defend himself. With the charges laid bare, the question becomes, how will Trump defend himself? We'll explore that in our next segment. Stay tuned. In the courtroom, it's a game of chess between the defense and the prosecution. Who will make the right moves? In this high-stakes courtroom drama, former President Donald J. Trump's defense team is gearing up for a battle of wits and strategy. Known for his bravado and unpredictability, Trump himself might take the witness stand, a move as audacious as it is risky. The defense's primary task: to dismantle the prosecution's narrative that Trump falsified business records to cover up a payment to porn star Stormy Daniels, and in effect, concealed damaging stories during his 2016 election campaign. On the other side of the aisle, the prosecution is building a case as solid and unyielding as a fortress. Their star witness? Michael D. Cohen, Trump's former fixer. Cohen's role in this trial is as pivotal as a queen in the game of chess. With his insider knowledge and first-hand experience, Cohen could potentially provide damning evidence against Trump, painting a picture of a man who would stop at nothing to protect his image and secure his path to the White House. But the game isn't won yet. The defense is likely to challenge Cohen's credibility, reminding the jury of his own criminal history. It's a classic move, casting a shadow of doubt on the prosecution's key witness. Meanwhile, the prosecution will strive to keep the focus on Trump, highlighting the alleged gag order violations and attacks on witnesses. It's their move to corner the king, aiming to secure a checkmate that could land Trump a sentence of up to 4 years in prison. As the defense and prosecution maneuver their pieces, they're not just playing for the outcome of this trial. They're playing for public opinion, for justice, and perhaps most importantly, for the historical record of a presidency riddled with controversy. As the defense and prosecution lock horns, we wait with bated breath for the outcome. What does this trial mean for Trump, and what could be the potential fallout? As we delve into the implications of this trial, it's important to consider the potential consequences that Trump could face. On the one hand, there's the immediate legal concern. If convicted, Trump could be looking at up to 4 years in prison. That's no small amount of time, especially for someone who has held the highest office in the land. But the implications of this trial go beyond the immediate legal consequences. It's no secret that reputation and public perception play a significant role in politics. This trial could potentially tarnish Trump's reputation, which could have far-reaching effects on his political future. A conviction could not only end any hopes for a return to public office, but could also impact his influence within the political landscape. Moreover, this trial could set a precedent in terms of accountability for public figures. It serves as a reminder that no one, not even a former president, is above the law. This could have a ripple effect, influencing the way future cases involving high-profile individuals are handled. Then there's the matter of public sentiment. Trials like these can be polarizing, with potential to deepen existing divisions within the country. As the nation watches the proceedings unfold, the reactions could range from vindication for some to disillusionment for others. Finally, let's not forget the potential impact on the people closest to Trump. There's no doubt that this trial will put immense pressure on his family and associates, who will also find themselves under the public microscope. As the trial progresses, the stakes are high, not just for Trump, but for the nation. In a trial involving a former president, the courtroom becomes more than just a place of justice. It transforms into a spectacle, a stage set for a drama that is as compelling as it is consequential. Imagine the scene. The former president, Donald J. Trump, is not only expected to be present during jury selection, but may also take the stand to testify. This is not your average court proceeding. This is high stakes, high drama, reality television in the guise of a legal process. The magnetism of Trump's personality, his flair for the dramatic, and his ability to command attention, all promise to turn the courtroom into a theater of the unexpected. And then there's the public's interest. The nation is watching, the world is watching. The media coverage is intense. Every development, every twist and turn is scrutinized, dissected and debated. News outlets are in a frenzy, each vying to deliver the latest updates, the most insightful analysis, the most riveting commentary. The public's appetite for information is insatiable. The trial is a spectacle, yes, but it's also a mirror held up to society, reflecting our fascination with celebrity, power, scandal, and the law. We are drawn to it, not just because of the personalities involved or the charges at stake, but because of what it represents. A moment of reckoning, a test of our legal system, a chapter in our collective history. And let's not forget the spectacle's cast of characters. The stern judge, the relentless prosecutors, the defensive lawyers, and the witnesses. Among them, Michael D. Cohen, Trump's former fixer, turned key prosecution witness, adding another layer of intrigue to this already riveting drama. So, as we brace ourselves for what promises to be a roller coaster ride of revelations and cross-examinations, of defense and prosecution, of guilt and innocence, we must remember that this is more than just a spectacle. It is a manifestation of justice, however dramatic its delivery may be. As the trial turns into a spectacle, one thing is certain: it's going to be one for the history books.